The crowd is assembled here in Indianapolis looking for a Pacers victory. And we've got it right here for you on 2K Sports. And the Clippers head back to Los Angeles after today's contest. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday. In that game, Clark, you want to talk about a convincing win. That's what you call a shellacking.
I think the boost they got when you look at their bench was really significant, very important. They were able to give the starters a nice rest, some much-needed rest, and then they were able to count on their bench not to just maintain the status quo, but to continue to produce.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Griffin and Kaman are up front. Baron Davis and Eric Gordon pair up in the backcourt. And Aminu. And for the Pacers, Danny Granger and Tyler Hansbrough make up the forwards. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and there's Collison and George. Go to Doris Burke now, who spoke with head coach.
It's interior defense that coach thinks will be their biggest asset. With the shot blockers they have, no easy baskets is their mantra today. They want to send a few back at them, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. So defense is the key early on.
You know, it's not surprising, Kevin, when you think about the great team. So much of their game planning really starts at the defensive end of the floor.
We get a look at the Pacers here. What does this team need to do to get on top?
I think they need another star next to Danny Granger. Put yourself in playoff contention.
Now here is Davis. Aminu with the bucket.
He seems quite confident in that hook shot. The defense wasn't even close to blocking that one. A good start. Actually, it's a bad start for them.
From deep, it's blocked. And here's Indiana. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
You know, Kevin, I think it sort of came down to the fact they did not have to deal with a lot of pressure from the defense they were facing. Had they been up against a good defense,
they're looking to get on the scoreboard. For three, gets the bucket.
With the high basketball IQ.
Back to Griffin. Granger covering, knocks it loose, and stolen by Granger.
I think this quarter particularly, we're seeing them having trouble keeping possession of the ball. Far, far too many turnovers right now.
Right side, Collison. Hibbert. The shot's good. Collison making the play. And we're now all tied up at 7. Look at San Antonio. Right now they're off to a fast start. First place in the conference. And checking out the Clippers. 6 games out. Ryan Gomes is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Here is Davis. Just over 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Back to Kaman. He's against Hibbert. Throws it up. Kaman's shot is good. Kaman's
defense wins out.
Here's Gomes. And again, the Clippers good.
Off here. He's just been out of kilter, not in rhythm. I know they'll need him to turn it around if they're going to be successful.
Here is Collison. Right around, 3 minutes left in the first. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, rookie Paul George wasn't a big-name prospect going into last season at Fresno State. He said, I think that definitely gives me the edge. I always play with a chip.
They don't get the three-point play. Clark, when you look at the Clippers, there's no question there's talent on this roster. But an organization that's become synonymous with losing
it's
over
more
the
with younger teams, Kevin, because it really does give a team like that a burst of energy. But for any team, it helps. Well, we've seen them struggling holding on to the ball. And you know what? That's their 4th turnover already in the game. You can't play winning.
Here's Dunleavy, and again it's Indiana converting. And here's Collison, not on the scoreboard yet. Takes a 3, that's good.
The defense made the mistake.
Outside, Davis. Over George. It's a tie game in Indiana. And we'll be back in just a moment. Wing player taken out of New Mexico, taken number 17, in fact, by the Indiana Pacers, Clark, back in 2005.
Boy, and that's a great value at that pick, Kevin. I mean, he's turned into their franchise player. 2 seasons ago was his big breakthrough. He can really blossom.
Fires. Granger with the bucket. Granger's got his first bucket of the night.
Just put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
Bledsoe with it. And Griffin backs in. Shoots it up. Buries the short-range shot. Now Dunleavy. He dishes it. Here's Hansbrough. Good from 11 feet out. And the Pacers lead by 2. And here comes Collison. Arcs it high. Here's Dunleavy. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
That's great court vision, Kevin. Even when his team is down and in need of some scoring from him, he hasn't shown up.
The Pacers finished last season with a 9-21 record against the tough Western Conference.
Well, we call it the Wild, Wild West, Kevin, and for good reason. You don't win games out there if you're not playing at a high level. The West has had an edge over the Pacers for a long time now.
Here's Granger. Sticks it from 17 feet.
They went as far as to describe him as charismatic and even presidential. Not bad for a young man, guys.
Sounds like he made a big impression. Thanks, Doris.
That's why he's got the reputation as one of the NBA's great rebounders. Because of putbacks like that. Well, definitely some pretenders hanging out in the middle.
Four on the shot clock. Here's George. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more. You know, the Clippers not exactly a team that strikes fear around the NBA, but, you know, they've got some talent.
And that's where you always start. Unquestionably, the talent is there. And you can't worry about the past if you're the Clippers. It's all about trying to move forward.
Some changes for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Foster. Posey comes in for Danny Granger. And it's Collison in for TJ Ford. Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the... Now Bledsoe laid in with the D draped all over him.
He came up big there against the much bigger opponent. Sweet play down low.
Posey. The shot's good. And here's Hibbert. George backs down. Ford with the ball. And yep, that falls, and the foul is called. We'll see him shoot one from the free. Now Foster. 9 points last game out. Backing down is Hibbert. Shoots. Scooped up. Here's George. It's dumped off. A second chance effort. Hibbert gets the bucket. He's got 11.
Good job this quarter of getting some putback and scoring in close.
Here's Gordon. And count that bucket right there. He keeps it. And here's Collison. Foster, covered by Smith. Granger backing him down. With one on the clock. What a buzzer beater.
That's simply a big-time shot right there, Kevin. To have that amount of concentration with the clock winding down is something special. A lot of players don't have that.
That'll do it for the first half. Pacers lead by 9. Paul George and Danny Granger on the perimeter. Roy Hibbert is out there with Tyler Hansbrough and Collison. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jim O'Brien. He's got 15. Here's George. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And so here are the Clippers. It's a 14-point game. Got the bucket and the foul.
When he gets it.
Here's Hibbert. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more. And it's Gordon picking him up. Releases. And Granger with the basket on the assist by Collison. Difference-wise, it can be harder, I think, on Western teams.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, easier to sleep in than it is to get up early, for sure. I'm one who adheres to that philosophy. Rookie season with the Pacers, but I think his future is bright once he gets healthy.
The Pacers making a switch here. Rush is checked in. Here's Rush. Off the inbound pass. Good! And the Pacers lead by 14. Davis against Collison. Here's Griffin. That's in there. Davis with the assist. The dump off. Here's Rush. Drains the easy jumper. He's got 5. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Leads him with the pass, and he jams it in beautifully.
Does he make it?
Lets it go from the wing, and it's Kaman missing.
They've really done a great job securing the rebounds, Kevin.
They got the advantage right now, Clark, +5. Now Collison. Here is Hansbrough. He's against Smith. Shot clock at 3. Tosses it up. Hansbrough, that's good. 11 points in the game.
He's really flipped the script with this performance here in the second half.
Launches it. And another 3 for the Clippers. And here's Bledsoe. Fades back. And that's the quarter. Nice D to stifle the final possession. He played through 3 in the double-digit game going on here.
Check out the game for Roy Hibbert. 18 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line. Boy, he's been outstanding on both ends of the court.
Pacers out in front. They lead by 13. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Baron Davis and Eric Gordon pair up in the backcourt. Al-Farouq Aminu and Blake Griffin at the forward slots. And Kaman.
Those floaters are difficult.
Ford against Davis. Here's Aminu. Back to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Griffin. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feet. The dump off. Goes up. Here's Aminu. Drains it from short range.
They'll pack it in. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Foster. Hansbrough comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Collison in for TJ Ford. Here's Granger. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Clippers trail by 6. Aminu with the bucket.
They've really flipped the script.
Here's George. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. A moment for our Gatorade injury report. Now let's get an update on Blake Griffin's injury. And Doris, what do you have?
Kevin, I chatted briefly with Jason Powell.
Over Hansbrough. And it's Smith missing.
That shot didn't have a chance. He doesn't have the softest touch, and the defense was in his jersey. Got to look for a better shot.
Hansbrough, that's good. Here's Gordon. Blocked. Pacers leading by 5. Back to Granger. Here's George. In there for 2 on the lay-in. Smith right side. Back to Davis. Buries it from deep. Davis has got his. Here's Aminu. Darren Collison pulls it in. Here's Indiana now. At one point, they led by 16.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
And the Clippers have possession. They trail by 6. Davis kicks to Smith. Takes it up. Gets the bucket and the foul. They get Danny Granger. Davis up top. Granger covering. That doesn't go either for Davis. Here's Indiana now. 3-point lead. Granger outside. From about 19 feet. Snaps the net. Now Davis. Picked up by Collison. Here's Cook. And that one falls coming off of Davis. He's against Hibbert. Pulls the trigger. Scooped up.
really not the kind of performance that his team needs from him here in this quarter.
Hansbrough up top. Here's George, and it's ripped down. Excellent pass on the play.
And look at how he posed on the rim for a few seconds after that one.
He's covered by Collison. Goes up. It's blocked. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Kaman. And the rebound goes to Collison.
This is one of the key reasons why they're...
Oh, and the jam by Granger.
That's a good example.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke and the whole crew and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan Brand Player of the Game.